Welcome to the Student Scholars Public Speaking Series. One of the most important aspects of delivering a successful speech or presentation is selecting the right topic. Whether you're speaking to a classroom, a business audience, or even at a social event, the topic you choose can make all the difference. A great topic not only grabs your audience's attention, but also sets the tone for your message. Today, I'm going to talk about how to choose interesting and appropriate topics for your speech or presentation. We'll explore how to identify your audience, consider the purpose of your speech, and select a topic that will engage and inform your listeners. 1. Understand your audience. The first step in selecting a speech topic is to understand who you're speaking to. Your audience should guide your decision-making process. Here are a few things to consider when identifying your audience. Age and interests. Are you speaking to children, teenagers, adults, or a professional group? Understanding the age and interests of your audience can help you choose a topic that will appeal to them. For example, a topic on video games might be great for teenagers, but less so for a professional business audience. Knowledge level. What is the audience's level of familiarity with your topic? If you're speaking to experts in a field, you can choose a more specialized topic. But if you're addressing beginners, you'll want to pick a more general subject that is easy to understand. Cultural context. Consider cultural norms, values, and sensitivities. A topic that might be acceptable in one culture could be offensive or inappropriate in another. Choose something that will be relevant and appropriate for your audience's context. 2. Know your purpose. Next, it's crucial to determine the purpose of your speech or presentation. The purpose will directly influence the topic you choose. Here are some common speech purposes and the types of topics that might fit. To inform. If your goal is to provide information or teach your audience something new, your topic should be educational. For example, you might choose a topic on environmental sustainability, the history of space exploration, or how technology is changing the way we work. To persuade. If you want to convince your audience to take action or change their viewpoint, choose a topic that's thought-provoking and controversial. Topics such as climate change, equal rights, or the importance of mental health awareness might work well for persuasive speeches. To entertain. If your goal is to entertain your audience and make them laugh or feel inspired, pick a lighthearted or personal topic. Storytelling, funny anecdotes, or topics about popular culture can work well for entertainment purposes. To inspire or motivate. If your goal is to inspire or motivate, pick a topic that centers around overcoming challenges, achieving success, or personal growth. Speeches about perseverance, leadership, or resilience can deeply resonate with the audience. 3. Pick a topic you're passionate about. Choosing a topic that interests you personally is essential. If you're not passionate about your topic, it will be hard to speak about it convincingly, and your audience will likely sense that lack of enthusiasm. Ask yourself, what excites me? If you're excited about a subject, it will show in your delivery. Your passion will engage the audience and make them more likely to connect with your message. What do I care about? Select topics that align with your values, interests, or experiences. For instance, if you care deeply about environmental conservation, you might choose to speak about climate change or sustainable practices. What do I know a lot about? Consider your expertise and knowledge. If you have in-depth knowledge of a particular subject, You'll feel more confident presenting on it. Plus, it will be easier to answer questions or address complex issues related to the topic. 4. Consider timeliness and relevance. It's important to choose a topic that is timely and relevant to your audience. A great way to ensure your topic is timely is to connect it with current events or trending issues. For example, trending topics. Discussing a popular trend, technological advancement, or breaking news story can make your speech feel more immediate and engaging. Topics like the impact of social media on society or artificial intelligence in everyday life are highly relevant in today's world. Seasonal topics. Some topics might be relevant depending on the time of year. For example, discussing healthy eating habits around New Year's or environmental conservation on Earth Day. 5. Narrow down the topic to avoid overwhelm. It's easy to get excited about a broad topic, but a topic that's too broad can overwhelm both you and your audience. Instead, try to narrow it down to make it more focused and manageable. For example, instead of speaking about the environment, narrow it down to something more specific, such as the impact of plastic pollution on ocean life, or how renewable energy can combat climate change. If your topic is about technology, narrow it down to something like the role of artificial intelligence in healthcare or the benefits of 5G technology. By narrowing your topic, you'll be able to dive deeper into the subject and offer more valuable insights to your audience. 6. Brainstorm ideas and get feedback. Sometimes, the hardest part is simply coming up with an idea. A good way to start is to brainstorm. Write down a list of potential topics that interest you and might be appropriate for your audience and purpose. Then, choose a few that stand out to you and get feedback from friends, family, or colleagues. They might offer a different perspective or point out a topic that you hadn't considered. It's always helpful to get a second opinion. 7. Test the topic's appeal. Before you settle on your final topic, ask yourself if it will appeal to your audience. Think about how you can make the topic relevant and interesting. If it's a topic that's likely to generate interest, questions, or discussion, it's a good sign that you've made a solid choice. You can test the appeal by sharing it with someone else. If your friend or family member is intrigued by the topic and wants to know more, it's a good indicator that others will be interested too. Considering potential reactions. Will your audience be curious, excited, or inspired by the topic? Will they find it relevant to their lives or their interests? In conclusion, selecting the right topic for your speech or presentation is essential to its success. By understanding your audience, defining your purpose, choosing something you're passionate about, and ensuring it's timely and relevant, you'll be able to craft a speech that not only captures your audience's attention, but also leaves a lasting impact. Remember, the best speech topics are those that you care deeply about and that resonate with your audience's needs and interests. Take your time in selecting the perfect topic, and the rest of your presentation will follow naturally. This concludes our video on speech topic selection. Thank you for watching. See you next time.